But today in studio with us is a man who not only, how should I say this? I mean, he goes by MC, but that's not his only job.
Yeah.
He's an MC. He happens to be an events planner. He happens to be a radio/TV host, and he is also a dance choreographer.
That's amazing.
So the multi-talent are in the studio. Fanta.
Actually, that name.
I don't know why it sounds like Fanta.
Actually, there is a word fun, F-A-N,
Yeah.
and there is fun, having fun,
Yeah,
F-U-N.
F-U-N, yeah.
So the name is derived from
Fanta, okay.
From fun, to make
Having
it
fun,
Fanta.
okay.
Yeah. I'm MC Fanta, the microphone sweetener.
The microphone was not
Sweetener.
Vanangi, our money. You've come to take it. Anyway, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm okay, I'm just late.
Don't worry, you're on time.
I'm on time.
I told your boy, just know if he's not here by
Somebody, big
so-
up for yourself, my videographer. Thank you for representing. Anyway, thank you for having me today.
Anytime, man. Thanks
Yeah.
for allowing to come here and see Radio City.
Oh, it's the first time, and I'm like, I love the studio already, man.
Thank you.
The studio is nice.
Thank you.
Let's get, like, before we get into what you came here to tell us mostly about, the dance quarter
Game.
Yes, before we get into the dance quarter game, we just want to know a little bit more about you. Where do you come from? When did you start emceeing? How long have you been in the game? Yeah.
Actually, it's like now 5 or 6 years now in the game of MCing.
Okay.
I started this thing when I was still in school,
Mm-hmm.
that's high school,
Mm-hmm.
and within that process, I was like, Lord gave me some good voice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know how to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Let me start up something for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apart from MCing, hyping in clubs, I'm a voiceover artist.
Yeah.
I do DJ drops.
Mm-hmm.
I do audio adverts.
Mm-hmm.
So I use a few of my friends who have the studios. I go voice for people. I voice for DJs.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from that, I host. I'm an events host
As well, yeah.
as well. I'm a dance choreographer as well. So it's multi-talented in me.
Okay.
My real name is Ejett Joshua, but my stage name is MC Fanta. Yeah, I work with Magic One HD.
Okay. Now that the dance part, I want to know, how long have you been in the dance industry?
I think it's clocking to 8 years in the dance industry. I've done the real dancing for like 5 to 4 years,
Yeah.
and then I derived to pushing the dance industry itself.
Yeah.
That's where I found these people of the Dance Quarter Game League, and they were like, "Yo, let's make up something. Let's put these dancers to the limelight, to the spotlight where they deserve to be." Because in Uganda, musicians are being sorted. What else? The videographers are being sorted. The presenters, the journalists. We all have those associations with it. But for the dancers, they're just there.
I'm going to laugh and have to disagree with you there that we are not all associated.
Okay.
But speaking of dance quarter, let's get into what exactly, where did this all came from? What inspired you to create the dance quarter game league? Is it a league?
It's a league.
Okay.
Actually, most dance competitions you've been seeing, they're like tournaments.
Yes.
They're done for 1 month and then they are done, you know.
Yes.
But for us, we decided to come up with this idea of coming up with a league for dance. Just like how you see a soccer league. There is a league, there is the first season, second season, like it's continuous. And that's the same thing we decided to come up with. We have 8 teams per now for season 1. The judges award these people marks depending on what they have delivered on stage. Yeah. After delivering on stage, they are given marks. So after the whole match day, they are given some marks, which marks is used on that table. We still have a table.
So you have to keep building up
the points
Yeah.
to put you in a particular position or place on the table. So we are looking at making this thing more broad than how it is.
Yeah.
For season 1, we centered in that, like we looked at the central.
Yeah.
For season 2, we are like, we want to go to the west, we shall go to the east, we shall go to the north, and then after doing those tours in those other areas, we shall then come up with the whole big thing. that I'll have maybe 2 teams in the east, I'll have 2 teams in the west, some from the north, you know, to make it like a national league.
competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, well that's it. Let's not get back into the music, and then we'll be right back with more about MC Fanta and this dance. Thank you.
Talk to me about the rules. What are the rules? Let me say, first of all, to participate, to enter. What are those rules?
To enter, it's very, very easy. You don't need even a single penny to enter. The other thing, as long as you have the talent, as long as you can dance, as long as you can create, you're welcome.
Are there people not supposed to, are there people allowed to come as singulars that are not in a dance group? How
No.
does it work?
So you have to be, actually when you come on stage, if you're to perform a piece, you have to be 5 of you
Okay,
on stage.
at least
For us in our field, you have to be 5.
5 in your team.
But as a team, you can register more than 5 people.
Okay.
You know, in soccer you always have substitutes.
Yeah.
It's the same scenario
Okay.
there.
Okay.
You can also have, you can substitute within the course when you're dancing on stage, depending on the rules. That's you can substitute a particular person. Let me say you're doing a piece as you're dancing, because before I even go to that,
Yeah.
our field or the stage
Yeah.
is demarcated.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we have lines on the stage, so you don't have to go past the lines.
Oh.
You have to dance within the field. So when you're going to do the substitution, because it's allowed, you can switch in just 2 to 3 seconds. Yeah, one goes out, another one enters inside.
So, what kind of dances should participants expect to see or perform?
Dances.
Yes.
Expect any. Actually, any. You can bring tradition. You can do your contemporary.
Why are they
You
not
can do
Puga
your-
Mantia Galanyegos?
No problem. As long as you know it's gonna give you some good marks according to our judges.
Yeah, you have to impress.
You can do it. You can come and do it.
And good money.
Yeah, and the other thing, we give them money actually, besides the grand prize, because you have a grand prize of 1M. That is for the person who's gonna top up the table at the end of the season. And still, the first runner-up will be given some money. The second runner-up will be given some money. You know, that is 750 to the second run for the first runner-up, 500K to the first runner-up, 750.
Yeah.
Then to the second runner-up,
yeah.
500K.
So far, how have people responded to what you've put out, to the information you've given us, to you guys being out there and bringing up the league? What's the response or the reactions you've been getting from the public?
People are loving it because it's something unique and nice, and it's still pushing these dancers somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's making these youths busy. So there's no room
For idle minds.
for idle minds.
Yeah. Before we leave you to go, we just want to know the vision. What are you guys looking at making this? What's the ultimate goal for Dance Quarter Game League?
Like I told you, we want to make a group, actually an association in particular for the dancers in Uganda, so that they can be recognized and given some gigs with some good money.
Yeah.
Not calling upon somebody's kid or get a moment is going to perform for over 4 hours. Yeah. So when this crew is in our association that we're gonna make, we're gonna come up with, yeah, you always have to talk to us.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming through, MC Fanta.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I hope you've had a good time.
Yeah.
You have? Anything else to tell the listeners before we go?
Thank you for listening to Radio City. Thank you for loving Radio City.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
big shout out to Mr. Keith Dennis, our CEO.
Oh.
And thank you for supporting and pushing this thing single-handedly for now 7 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Papa, big shout out to you.
Okay. With that said, we're going to be wrapping up because all good things come to an end. He's number 1, coming in from Busy Signal.
Now use them.
Hot.
Now use them, my man. Now use them. It's exactly 3 minutes to the top, and that means.
Oh.